a few running battles with the press also. Do you find that the press often misquotes out of context what people say in your particular case?
Well, I understand there's some press here, so any other questions?
So you won't get misquoted on the answer.
No, actually, Johnny, whether it's press or television commentating, every political man, and I'm sure that you have the same problem sometimes when you're wondering about the notices and so forth that you receive in the reviews, is perhaps never satisfied with the press he gets. I think I tend, after having been out of government and out of politics actually for the last 4 or 5 years since my loss in California, I tend to become somewhat more tolerant at least at this point. But I do feel that it is vitally important not to infringe on the right of the press to take on a candidate, but also the right of the candidate, if he thinks he's put upon, to talk back, shall we say, honestly, without being belligerent about it.
I think certainly to get the record straight in any event. Let me ask you one question. I suppose this would you could discuss it for hours. Do you think, you've had dealings with Mr. Khrushchev, many famous dealings, and being very close to the top government office in our country, the time will come when we will ever find a peaceful coexistence with Russia or the communist nations? Are we going to have to learn to live with them, or are we going to have to learn to ignore them, or what? I know that's a big question.
Yes. It would be very easy to give on this Thanksgiving Eve the hope that everybody would like. That is to say that the spirit of Hollybush now permeates the land. Let me be very direct and I think quite accurate in saying that we can have peace. Peace in the sense of the absence of war with the present Soviet government, and I think even with the present Chinese government. But we must understand that their goal in the world will be, as long as they are communists different from ours, their goal is not peace, it is victory. They want to expand communism without war if possible. Our goal in the world is peace. Now that means that in dealing with them diplomatically, we must always have in mind that they are attempting to expand their influence. We are attempting simply to avoid any conflict which would result in war. Now if we remember that, and if we maintain the strength, always remember that the reason we've avoided World War for the past 20 years is the overwhelming strength of the United States. And I would just suggest one thing. And all the talk these days about the fact that we can settle for nuclear parity with the Soviet Union. It's because we want peace that I say that never let the time come in a Cuban confrontation or in a Mideast confrontation when those who want peace, as we do not have superiority over those who want victory, as the communists do. If we remember that, we can have peace. That is the secret of peace. And then beyond that, communicate, discuss with them, negotiate, but always have in mind that this is not going to come by reason of simply having a meeting in which everybody speaks about their grandchildren and the like. It's going to come because of these very practical considerations.
I think everybody thinks, like you say, that all of a sudden, you know...